All right, everybody, Indiana head coach Teri Moren, I'll start with an opening statement and then we'll take questions.
We're disappointed. Too many turnovers, especially in the fourth. I think there were 7 turnovers. They had scored 9 points off of those turnovers in the fourth. Had a lead, lost the lead. You're not going to turn the ball. You're not going to win games when you can't value the ball. We did not do that tonight. And we took some very uncharacteristic, but just shots that we had no business taking. Give Oregon credit. They were extremely physical. They took a lot of our, our first actions away from us, but, still had an opportunity, had a lead and, lost it. So disappointed. I got to take responsibility. We didn't look like a very well coached team tonight.
Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, Teri, what would you kind of attribute, you mentioned the turnovers, but some of them were just careless. I know Caroline said they were physical and did some things to disrupt you, but travel, throwing the ball away, down the stretch like that in a game that's close. Not the first time that's happened this season either. What do you kind of see when those moments happen?
It's disappointing. I mean, it really is, Mike. They knew coming into the game how important, this is a team that scores over, at least 20 points off of, other teams' turnovers. And so just not valuing the ball. I mean, watching Chloe and Shay, get it taken from them when they're just trying to make an exchange. Cause I wanted, Chloe at the point or Shay at the point and some of our actions that we were running. So very careless. And Strip was right. They were careless or they were physical with us. We had to, at every timeout, just remind them of, they're coming for the ball. You got to squeeze it. You got to be tight. You got to be strong with it. Be strong with your passes, meet your passes, come off all your handoffs hard. We knew they were going to blow those up. So, we weren't surprised by anything they did. We just we didn't handle ourselves well enough. And, again, I got to take responsibility for that.
Do you feel like this team, when it doesn't shoot well, is more prone to that? Because, some of your higher turnover games have been when you guys have been shooting under 40% this season. Or have you seen that kind of come up or no?
Maybe here and there, but again, I'm not a big believer in that. Like, we were, came out and, again, we got a lead. I mean, we were up 10, I think, at one point, and you try to build on it. And I think they came back, bang, bang, and scored. And again, I'd have to go back. I don't know if it was bad shot selection and or turnovers, but, that just can't, it was not a very good night for us. We were sloppy. We were careless, disappointing, very, very disappointing. How we, didn't handle ourselves, well enough in that fourth.
Seth.
Yeah, Teri, just how disappointing is this performance and, really response from your team when you were already on a 2-game losing streak coming into tonight?
I mean, every game is important. These guys know it. They were obviously disappointed, certainly, after Illinois and then, after USC, but, we felt like we were going to come out here and try to get back on track, Seth. And, like I said, I thought we did some good things early on, especially defensively. I mean, we really did a nice job of trying to take them out of a lot of their stuff. And like I said, got a lead and then just couldn't hang on to it because of our carelessness. And so extremely disappointed in our team, in our staff, in myself. We're all responsible. So we all have to look at ourselves and ask ourselves, what can all of us, each of us do better?
Yeah, with Yarden, it's been, a tough stretch for her, shooting wise. How concerned are you with what you've seen from her the last, obviously she finished, got 10 rebounds tonight, but how concerned are you big picture with what you've seen from her the last several games?
It's certainly concerning. She's, we rely on her and she's not been, has not shot the ball very well. Last time she shot it well was against Iowa. So we haven't seen that Yarden since then. And so, it's concerning because we do, need her to generate some points for us. And right now she's having a hard time doing that.
Anything
And-
else? Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, I'll take one more. Yeah. I mean, obviously you guys are staying out there, with another game at Washington on Monday. Just how do you regroup from, obviously a disappointing game like this, not coming home, not having maybe that normal, game to game stretch? Just how do you kind of go about regrouping and trying to get back to, pick yourselves back up from this?
Well, I think the next 48 hours are going to be interesting in terms of, not just our film sessions, but also our practices and, the conversations that we're going to have because, Washington is a very, very good team. And, just lost at home to Iowa. And so they're going to try to be getting back on, wanting to get back on track as well. So, we're going to have to dig deep, in our soul and in our hearts and our soul and see, what we're made of, because this is, has been a tough stretch for us. And so, I think moving forward, we'll find out, what our group's made of.
All right, thanks.